Okay, back for another round. I'm not sure if the last round actually recorded or not, so if it didn't, for the benefit of smaller goodness, if it didn't for the benefit of everybody, I raffle stomped somebody, and there's no proof. No, I'm lying. Yeah, so if it didn't record, it was basically, I'm going to keep this, basically a bug control deck updated from the GP. From Block Constructed to have a few extra things in, and I took it down through the fact that he takes a while to get going, and I think he missed a couple of land drops. Right, this could be anything. Question is, do I play Sacred Foundry tapped? I don't think so. The chances this is Voice of Resurgence or something would be quite high. Looks like he's going with Fleece Mainline or something. Basara Tower Archer. Well then. Well then. This could also be another GP deck. I get the feeling my Lightning Strikes aren't going to be targeting anything on his board, so let's not point them anywhere except his face. Let's try and race, because this could be pretty scary, depending on what he's up to. I tell you what, if he drops Unflinching Courage, I am just dead. So, also this has got Reach, which I completely forgot when I tagged the Lushandra's Phoenix into it. I'm going to have to remember that now. Well, he hasn't drawn any enchantments, which I'm pleased about, or at least he hasn't drawn a third land. Okay, so what's probably going to happen here is he's going to block, maybe. I can't do anything about it, so I could Stoke and make a tapped. Yeah, no, I'm going to be attacking those, so whatever, just going to send it in. Decline to block. Okay. I'm going to pay 2 life. I'm going to attack down to at least 12, or at most 12, I suppose is the right word in there. But unless he's got Unflinching Courage, and he's missed a land drop, I think. Then I've got close to lethal. What's he up to? A third Basara Tower Archer. That's an interesting draw. So I'm going to point Helix at his face. Montagna. How does that help? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is enough mana. So he's dead. Yeah, so something I learned from the last round is Yawn Pyromancer plus multiple Stoat of Flames is a nice way to get to cheat on mana, which I hadn't come up against before. And yeah, so I'm going to try and remember that Stoat of Flames has an alternate cost. We're going to want this Wear Tower, I think, because unless he's just playing a random Dork deck with stuff that he owns, I'm going to probably want to kill enchantments at instant speed. Fire Dancers seem bad. Anything that can only target creatures seems bad, so Searing Bloods can come out. We might just want to actually race the crap out of him. Chain to the Rocks targets, so that's useless. I like at least a Glare. Skullcracks, because he's likely to have Unflinching Courage, I think. Shock can't target any of his creatures. Question is how deep to go on Glare of Heresy. Is a blind Glare better than Shock? Or do I shave a Magma Jet? Probably going to want to race even if he doesn't have lifelink, so the best way to race is to be mana efficient. How many glares do we want? How many glares do I dare play? Let's play 3 glares and a wear tear and see how that goes. What do we have here? We have 2 lands on the draw and plenty of scry. I'm going to keep this. Ooh. Oh wow, so he's 3 colours. Ooh, that is not the start you want to see. There's never anything good happening when people play turn 1 Glade Cover Scout. No matter the format, it's never any good. Skullcrack. I have 1 and I need lands. Let's see what nonsense he can do on this second turn. Madcap skills would be not great for me. He's shot himself. There we go. Excellent. Was this like a while ago? I think it might have been. I'm taking 4. There's probably not the greatest matchup for me actually. I need 2 guys to block a scout, so what I could do with is Young Pyromancer. Then I might actually be able to block with 2 guys. I'm not racing this with Chandra's Phoenix, so let's go down that route. See if we can dig for a Young Pyromancer. Or more lands. Temple of Plenty tapped. Because you can't have it any other way. Correct play. I am not bitter. I guess I'm on the fence about whether Hexproof's a good strategy or a bad strategy to have existing in Magic. It's probably a debate for another time. Skullcrack, Sacred Foundry. I don't mind this land particularly, but he's going to kill me in 2 turns, so perhaps not the greatest. Boom. So, Phoenix to block the Archer, or Jet to try and find Young Pyromancer. Looks like it's Jet. Probably should have upkeep Jetted actually. Yeah, that's better. Okay, no problem. It's difficult on Magic Online to get that right, because by the time you've got into your turn, it's, you know, like in real life you would just you'd go to draw your card and you think, actually maybe what I really need, I need to draw now, so. Well, these Maggots would definitely be better than the Searing Bloods in this matchup. What's he up to? I mean, this deck probably plays Squawkline Rampager. That would be probably pretty good. That's pretty scary actually. Thankfully didn't have it. I wonder if just like pump spells are better than enchantments in this deck. Like Titanic Growth seems actually kind of good. Magma Jet. Chandra's Phoenix and Shock. We do not need this Shock. Chandra's Phoenix does not help, apart from to block. Well, we already have one, so. Okay. One-time deck. Helix, interesting. He's going to attack for 6. And I'm going to gain. I'm going to gain total 2. So it's not entirely bad. Like, I mean, I don't know what he's got in his hand, but that he's not just slapping on guys. I'm probably I think probably the worst possible deck for interacting with this stuff. Discourage. Gift of Orsova. Ouch. It kills me actually, because now I can't block it at all. And I can't skull crack him. It's going to leave me on 1. Yeesh. Time walk. Glade cover. Lightning strike does not help. Let's concede. Okay. So he had madcap skills and Gift of Orzova. Gift of Orzova is dealt with quite well by Glare and Wear Tears. But that's the only white card that I saw. I can play Voice of Resurgence. I just don't have any way to interact with this stuff. I mean, I could bring in Fire Dancers just to block. I think the best bet is just to kill him faster and hope to have a piece of interaction. So do I want all these helixes at the top? What do I want? Shock and Magma Jet. I could play Flames actually over a Helix. Let's just stick with it. I mean, it's probably going to be more crucial to the game that I blow up an enchantment. I'd like to play first, yes, actually, I would. Well, this is an interesting card. I got 2 sideboard cards, I'm going to keep this. Logic. And hopefully his deck just falls apart under the weight of his own mana base, core commitments, paying life. Selesnya Gilgate I will take. That's my favourite Gilgate, it's not even. Obviously Simic Gilgate. Stomping Ground. Tapped. Excellent. So this hand doesn't race very well. That's a Glade cover. This hand doesn't race very well, so I don't have much burn. But hopefully the Glare's worth more than it's a lot of lands. Hopefully the Glare's worth more than the whatever burn spell. And I've got Wear Tear here if this is Unflinching Courage or Gift of Orzova or something. He's thinking, which means he probably doesn't have a lot. He could have lots of land or no land. Mana Confluence. I like to see that. That's the sort of land I like my opponent to play. Oh, tap to mana. Ethereal Armor. That's in this. That's actually in standard. That's kind of awkward. That's probably a good reason to have Glare of Heresy. Yeah, sure. He might just rampage me, which would be awkward. This doesn't seem like too bad of a deck. I wonder what it's like against like mono black. Probably a, I don't know. They have lots of Devour Fleshes, but that's about the only way. I guess Duresses can interact. Taps a Guildgate. Which Stalker? This Stalker. Okay, that's fine. However, I'm getting clocked like way faster than I'm clocking him. Drawing less land would be probably pretty good. Well, see, of course, this is a situation where Mutavault is probably one of these lands. I probably should play different artworks just so that I could determine exactly when and when I don't draw them, but I mean, there's no there really. Unflinching Courage. That's okay. I think actually I'm just going to tear this now. Sorry about that. There we go. Sorry, that looked a bit weird. I wasn't sure if I was targeting it or not, but I guess you can't target an illegal thing. And I probably should have waited until he scryed, but magic triggers. I mean, if he's got a second Unflinching Courage, he's clearly going to keep it there, so whether or not. It's a long scry. It's a real puzzler. So is it something like a 5th land for some random thing in his hand? Anyway. Yep. Hey. See, if this Stoke was actually a cheap spell, I'd be doing things with my mana. Oh well. Not a lot I can do about this. Point Stoke at his head this turn and cross fingers really. He's got so many cards in hand. I'd be surprised if I'm not just taking it in the face from some random rampaging nonsense. I'd laugh if there is no rampager in this deck. It just seems absurd. There must be in the deck. Foundry untapped, tapped. Okay. I guess that bodes well. Means he's not just like dumping Archangel of Fear into play. He's thinking. I like a man who thinks, or a girl who thinks. I just like anyone who thinks, really. I perhaps don't like anyone who thinks this much, though. The irony is not lost. So, how was your day? Yeah, it was good. Excellent. Oh, maybe some now. There she is. Fiendslayer Paladin. I probably should have clocked that would be in this deck. I'm really glad that I have these glares. We're going to play a land. And we have 6 mana, which is good. To choose target white permanent. I don't think there is a choice there. We're not having that around, that's for damn sure. And we're going to Stoke, and we're going to hope to draw a burn spell and win a game. And hope he doesn't play Unflinching Courage. I wonder if the keep was about Fiendslayer. 4 cards, I think. Is he just drawing land? Please do not rampage me. Looks like it. There we go. Don't do it again. Oh, he's going to do it again, isn't he?